Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and let's go ahead and cut the music because today's a very interesting day. We have Sonic Unleashed! Unleashed HD. You guys hit the 350 sub goal like no problem. And yeah, I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and on the thumbnail today you've noticed I've were-hogged myself out into Presto the Bunny. But we also have my lovely co-host who has graciously allowed us to stream this today.
Yeehaw!
I hope the audio's pretty good. Let's just jump right into it. How is everybody in chat doing? Hello, Valine. Hello, Mechaburner Blaster. And hello, Aquil.
A little party going. Welcome, welcome.
Woot woot. Be sure to leave likes as you guys are coming in here. Let's get a new game going. I've never played the HD version.
Alan says the best game of all time. Yay.
Hey, people love Sonic Unleashed, and I cannot blame them. This game is gorgeous.
So I know absolutely nothing about this other than I remember the trailers they put on like TV commercials for this game. Like vaguely, but I know nothing else about it. I knew like a little bit going into Sonic 06, but I'm going into this guy blind.
So this is one of those games that the Sonic fans love, and critics didn't like it at the time, and it slowly became this pinnacle to beat this game.
So what year did this guy come out compared to our 06 friend?
So 06 came out in 2006, and that was the last big budget Sonic game that came out on consoles. This guy came out in, I believe, 2008-ish? 2009? It was a good while.
Judging from my memory of the commercial, that sounds about the right year.
It had been a while.
Villain says 2008, yes.
2008.
And then Mechaburner Blaster says, I know that the final boss is basically Satan, and that's neat. That sounds fun. This cutscene is also like very...
Oh, yes!
Very shiny and polished compared to like the stuff we were seeing in 06.
So this is they brought in a whole new animation studio. They still do the animations for the pre-rendered cutscenes for all of the Sonic games. They still do.
this is looking so sharp and nice, like, not to just like rag on 06, but comparing the last Sonic game I was watching play, this looks like just crisp.
Oh yes, this game is absolutely crisp. The fan base has kind of heralded this as the best looking Sonic game, and it stayed that way. It's still that way. Frontiers might beat it. Believe it or not, the reason we are running this on the Xbox One is because this game did not run at a stable frame rate on the 360.
Interesting.
Or the PS3. It took until the Xbox Series X for the game to run at a solid 60 frames per second.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's the game that this game is the whole reason it is worth it to own a Series X. No other reason. It's the Xbox's best-selling game, which is hilarious. In the year 2022, it is the Xbox Series best-selling game, and that just makes
actually.
Yeah, actually, it was that way for a good couple months, because it was the only game worth owning on the console.
Was that had to be before Elden Ring? I feel like Elden Ring crushed a lot of...
Elden Ring moved it down to number 2, but...
The only thing that beat this out was Elden Ring?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Not even kidding.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god.
Just because people really wanted to play this game running well. So...
That's so fun. I love it.
There's never been a PC port of this game, and fans have tried to make a PC port. Also, this is what is going to cause the entirety of the story. This is, I believe, the last time we get these specific writers for Sonic. after this, it was Sonic. After this game, Sonic Colors came out, and Colors was a big step down in terms of design. The development of this game started when Sonic Team had a concept for a beat 'em up, but they weren't fully sold on giving it a new character or really trying a new IP, so they knew they needed to throw Sonic in there, but they didn't have any ideas for how to make Sonic's, fast gameplay fit into this new fighting mechanic with stretchy arms. And instead of going and using Rystar...
Why did his hands just turn flesh color? I don't like flesh tone on furry things. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing, like, where... Oh my god, this is... I'm just... Bleh. So real quick in chat, Carmen says congrats on 350, and Mechburn Blaster goes, Jim Carrey just destroyed the world, LMAO.
But,
This makes Sonic wear cleats?
Yeah, it makes his shoes a little spiky.
He's wearing cleats.
It also drained the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Of course. That checks out.
Festive! Festive! Halloween!
Yeah!
Hello, Skylar. We have 9 people watching right now. I'd like to remind everybody to leave a like and subscribe and all that jazz. This has been a long time coming for this series. This is going to be a weekly series for us, so...
Yeah.
It's perfect for October, the good old spooky month.
Hell yeah. Just in time for Halloween. Okay, so do you remember back, like, a couple months ago, I think I told you about how I went to, in high school, senior prom, and my friends and I got our prom pictures in a GameStop, and we're all holding Sonic Wii games?
Yes.
The one I'm holding is Sonic Unleashed.
Perfect.
Out of the 3 of us, I had Sonic Unleashed. My other friend had Sonic, like, Racers or something, and then, my other friend, who actually bought the game, was Sonic and the Black Knight.
Well, we haven't gotten to Riders yet, but we've at least done... We're at least doing Unleashed now.
Heck yeah.
So, by shattering open the Earth, I mentioned before that this is partially canon to the classic series, but it never comes up. Well, it comes up in the modern games. There's this little dude, and we just, like, absolutely crush him, and he's apparently, like, the good energy of the Earth. Well, there's a giant evil energy of the Earth still inside the Earth. And
I'm looking at Sonic's hands, and I can't get over that he's got like borderline like Yowie hands, and it's throwing me off.
You'll see what's up with them.
Okay.
It's part of the new mechanics for the Werehog. Also,
Okay.
hello, Liam.
Say I'm back and better than ever, except for the fact that I've only been getting 4 hours of sleep on the weekdays. Fortunately, though, I only have to write 1 speech. This means things could be worse. I feel it. School days, and I do not miss the days of high school. I got sleep, but college, I got very little sleep. Like, I feel like average 5 to 6 hours.
I don't get a whole lot of sleep. So even
Your
Sonic's...
sleep schedule baffles me, my friend.
I couldn't tell you what my sleep schedule is. So, with the Chaos Emeralds and all that negative energy in Sonic, now when it turns to night, he turns into this.
Interesting.
Some people criticize this game originally for not having Knuckles be playable for the combat sections, but I think the Werehog is really way more interesting than a Knuckles fight section would be.
Yeah.
So,
I see that.
Sonic's got stretchy limbs. And if you notice, his hands are really big and he's got giant claws now. It allows for way more interesting fighting mechanics than just knuckle to punch. And I like Knuckles, but like the Werehog.
Yeah. This little guy does look pretty familiar from something, and I don't know where I've seen him before.
That's Chip, and everybody likes Chip. There is not a single person I know who thinks Chip is annoying. He's just cute and lovable, and he likes chocolate and sweet things, and you can actually buy him food in the hub worlds to,
Oh, that's cute.
to get little dialogue and stuff. I still can't believe you guys hit 350 just so that we could play the HD version of Sonic Unleashed. It's wild to me.
People like the werewolf.
If we hit 1,000 subs by the... You can hold me to this. You can put this in the promises. If we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will play through every single extra DLC mission for this game.
But it has to be a 11:59 p.m. December 31st, 2022.
Yes. Has to be by that moment. So, we've got Sonic, and all of the boost levels for this game were brought in. All the daytime levels were designed, brought in, and made by Dimps. The people who made Sonic Rush, Sonic Advance, and Sonic Pocket Adventure.
Interesting.
So they were mostly known for doing 2D stuff. They went on to make stuff like Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. They mainly help with development. They're still around, but they don't really work on Sonic that much anymore. Sonic Team is really kind of pushed away from working with Dimps, mostly because of Sonic 4, which we already played on the channel. Of course, we got the homing attack, and this controller setup's going to mess with me. So in modern Sonic games, you just double tap A and homing attack. Here, I have to hit X.
Oh, God.
So they actually started to map out and branch out from using one button constantly, which is a really good thing. In fact, it makes the controls here feel really responsive.
You seem to be handling, again, not to constantly be ragging on 06, but literally just because this is my comparison point, is like, this seems to just handle a lot smoother.
Oh, absolutely, it does. 100%. It's way smoother than 06. These are medals. We'll be collecting them throughout the game. For now, don't worry about them. How is the chat doing?
We have Liam, his responsible says, I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep. I've had the same dark eye rings since early 2019. They haven't gone away. I feel you.
Oof,
and
feel
then Valen says, I remember like 5 years ago, everyone hated Chip, but now everyone likes him. Interesting. Sometimes that happens with fan bases where it's just like the energy towards a character changes.
So, with the EXP, we can actually level up Sonic's speed and ring energy for daytime.
Oh, neat.
However, we're not going to want to put any of this into our main hero here. We're going to want to put it into the Werehog, where you can level up the combat, the strength, the life, his unleashed meter, and the shield, which is his guard.
Yeah.
But just to show it off, I will be upgrading Daytime Sonic a lot more, just to differentiate here, because it's a little difficult to think. It's hard to wrap my head around going back to this game. I should probably go into a little bit of history of myself with this game. Actually, first, there's going to be I think it's this cutscene. This cutscene leaked online. Sega was super, super harsh when this game was first coming out. And to get around it, people were titling their videos really weird things. I don't know if it's still up or still titled this, but this cutscene right here leaked. And it was they titled it something like, Ice Cream Man's Delicious Treat Unsettles the World. Or something. It's something ridiculous. And then a cutscene later where the Ice Cream Man's all upset and depressed, they were like, Ice Cream Man destroys Earth. It was something ridiculous like that.
That does look like a good ice cream sundae cone thing he's got there.
Oh yeah. All of the food is just delicious. They really went all out with this game. So, I believe this is one of the last times we'll hear this voice actor for Sonic as well. I believe it changed going into Colors.
Interesting.
So, All sorts of stuff was changing around this time.
Chip?
So Sonic names this character Chip.
Something, don't I? What do you think?
And that's
Yeah,
that's that.
Chip. I love it.
Do we ever find out his, like,
We
real
start asking
name?
around.
It's like Gaia.
Here knows you. Okay.
Yeah, Chip's better.
Yeah. That's what I thought you'd say. So, these are the hub worlds where we talk to people. On the Wii version, these are merely, you know, little hub things. But we have to collect these medals. I'll get into why later on. But anytime we see a medal, we go for it. In Japan's...
Yeah, quite a grandma.
Yeah. No, I can't say I've seen him before. Perhaps someone else has.
Why is there a flag next to Sandra? What
Uh,
does her nationality have to do with this?
So this game in Japan is called Sonic World Adventure.
Okay.
You noticed how Eggman basically ripped the Earth apart?
Yeah.
We're putting the pieces back together by traveling around the world and restoring the Chaos Emeralds.
Just because I'm like seeing the flags, I'm like, why do we need to know Sandra's nationality?
Because some of these people will move continents.
Okay.
Look, the Pope!
Oh my god. Oh, you weren't kidding. Oh my god. Why do they keep putting Pope in Sonic games?
I don't know. I know it's not the Pope, but still. Everyone was gonna say it if they've watched the 06 playthrough.
Oh my god.
We're already at 40 views. Thank you guys so much so far.
The Furry Sonic game.
So now all we have to do is go around, look for medals, talk to people, journey the streets. I believe we have all of Sonic's abilities while venturing through the streets, so I could technically homing attack these old people.
Yeah, oh. Grandpa, look out! Grandpa, no! Oh my God. I love just the character design is so cartoony and fun, and I really like it.
Yeah, this is how Sonic Sonic 06 probably should have looked, honestly.
Cause you have to do such graphics to not get uncanny valley with people, but I kind of like the more silly cartoony style. I love that they just look like old people, and it's good.
So we're starting here in this Greek-ish town, but we legitimately do have to talk to people. It's a little bit frustrating, and I'm probably gonna get lost quite a lot. I don't know how much we're gonna do today, but we are going to be playing through this entire game.
Lambros. You a tourist? How often do they have bipedal animals come through?
I mean, there's Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Shadow Rouge. Sonic's pretty well known. Honestly, I wouldn't question it. I just wouldn't question it.
Fair enough. So, in chat, Liam's response says, I worked on on comic number 10, Dirt, Malice, and the number 3. And number 11 is True Crime Podcast, A Broken Fridge, and How to Deal with Anger. I love the titles you give your comics. They're really interesting.
We even have some people we just can't talk to. They don't even show up in the Wii version. So. How do you get into your house, sir? I'm sorry? Just has a cement block blocking his door. Ugh. So, Mech Burnham Blaster says, these people look way better than the people did in 06. I don't mean graphically, but they don't clash with Sonic. And yeah, I feel like that's actually what I'm saying, is it feels like, yeah, this feels like what people would look like in Sonic's world. Well, the thing is if you change the art style for the other games to match 06, people would just look like that. It's a little weird to think about, but just a small art style shift, and all of Sonic could look this beautiful.
Yeah.
Instead, we
Alan says, this game is pretty much what Sonic 06 should have been.
100% agree with that, even if I found a lot to like in 06.
Oh,
so,
no. don't want to just like spend this whole stream ragging on 06. I'm just saying my comparison point as not like fully watching through many Sonic games. See, going from 06, which is like a clunky nightmare in many sections, to okay, this looks like a good, solid, fluid game here.
A part of me wants to thank that a lot of that with the way this game was developed, because since we have 2 dev teams working on 2 separate parts of the game, and then just stitching it together at the end, we've got a little bit more of a cohesive feel between the daytime levels and a cohesive feel between the nighttime stages. I'm not going to be playing these games 100% right. I'm going to be playing these so that way then we hopefully don't have to replay stages a whole bunch. No promises, though.
There.
Just because a lot of the daytime levels were designed by dimps, so a lot of them feel like hallways. But it's really cool to feel these cities just...
Yeah, like the city design definitely feels more like...
Like it feels lived in.
Yeah. So, hello, Foxano. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello. Yes, I'm gonna try to spend most of my time, you know, discussing the game. So down there on the left is my speed gauge and an energy, and how much ring energy we have. It counts for our boost gauge.
Okay.
Not everything's gonna be perfect, so rail grinding in this game, though, is a little fickle. Or at least seems fickle at first.
Just yeet yourself into the ocean.
I figured I'd show off the fact that you kind of sort of can't just do what we did in Sonic Lost World. We actually have to use the bumpers, which we were using to do the quick step move, to just kind of quickly shift between the rails. I'm skipping all sorts of stuff that I shouldn't be skipping. But man, this game just looks and runs gorgeously here.
Yeah, this is like, okay, yeah, this is what I would want a Sonic the Hedgehog game to be. This is what I would expect from a Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Now here's the thing. This game, like, lagged all over the place on the original 360. This is why we're playing this on the Xbox One.
That's so interesting. That it, like...
And
the fact that this, until Elden Ring came out, was the #1 selling game on the Xbox Series X is absolutely, like, mind-boggling and hysterical.
Oh yeah, well, when you don't really have any PC port of a game, you kind of just make do with the best version you got.
Yeah.
And I'd love to play it on the Xbox Series, because this got a patch recently, just so it would run nicely. Like, Sega went back, patched this game, just to make it run nice on the Xbox.
So if you're not on the Series X, what are you playing it on?
I'm playing this on the Xbox One X.
Okay.
So, it isn't as smooth, it's not as stable, but it's still leagues better than what it was before. And with that patch, I mean, it still improves it to the point where I might as well be playing it on the series.
It's definitely more fluid.
Yeah, it's definitely at least a liquid. Sonic, though, I'm gonna have a lot more issues with the controls with Sonic in these sections, where it wants me to do really tight turning stuff.
That's fair.
Because Sonic actually feels a lot stiffer than what you'd expect. Like, you know how in 06 when we had to turn around for something, it wasn't too hard to turn around?
In this one, it's harder to, like, redirect yourself once you're going.
Yeah, once you're heading in a direction, you kind of just keep going. Like, you can kind of see it with my jumps. Once I go one direction, if I hold down the other direction, I just kind of stall in the air.
Interesting.
So, it's like as if it were moving fast, except not. Also, I'm gonna be messing up button prompts a whole bunch. That's just because I came off of playing the PC version of Lost World, so things are just gonna be a little slower for me today.
I feel that, like, when I'm so used to, like, I hate that, like, I understand it's because consoles need to differentiate, but, like, that the, like, letter and number buttons are all, the symbol, whatever the buttons are, like, all, like, clockwise or counterclockwise of each other, and it's just like, switching between platforms is tough.
Yeah, especially with how often I do it. It can be really rough on my head. Especially because I've been running through so many different controllers lately. I've been going from PS3 to PS5 to Xbox over to the Wii, and then my head just is getting, it's starting to wrap around itself, trying to remember all the buttons. Which is weird, right? Like, I'm a gamer, I should have this down by now.
Remember anything yet?
Nah, I think it's fair, because just, again, like, the buttons are like, okay, I'm gonna hit X, and then the X button is different on every single controller. That's not fair.
Oh, yeah. That's why anytime, like, I mess up a button prompt, it's me looking at the controller and going, wait, which one? Because I legitimately practiced the Wii version of this game with a classic controller. So all the buttons
oh my God. He's morbid! Guys, he's morbid!
He's morbid!
Oh my God.
We're gonna have a lot of that. If you guys like to morb, be sure to subscribe.
If you want more bin content,
I'm fine.
turn into this.
I just need to be careful who sees me
Oh,
like this.
Furry?
Sonic, look.
He looks like insanely soft, though. Not to like get furry about it, but like the way his fur texture is, he just looks like he would be very soft.
Oh, here's the cutscene.
So please.
Mister? Hey.
So those little like dark clouds that show that he's really in distress above his head, that's actually Dark Gaia's influence.
Oh, interesting.
So it like affects people's emotions.
Who would want ice cream at a time like this? When I'm sad, all I want is ice cream.
Your arm
Oh.
just
I want ice
Oh,
cream
oh my
right
God.
now. Like, come on.
His responsible says, anyways, I gotta go. See you later, fellas. Alright. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Catch you later, Liam. And I hope everybody at home has been enjoying Sonic Unleashed thus far. I hope they're having a nice Halloween season.
Yeah, we're only a few days away from the spooky month.
Yee. Which is why all of the thumbnails for Spooky Month games are gonna be spooky. They're gonna have Presto, and they're gonna have Boo and Boo, and I've been working on one for Argent for our FNAF playthroughs.
Yee. You gotta let me know when we're doing FNAF 2, I'm so excited.
That'll be next week sometime.
Yeah. Also, FNAF TOO, not FNAF like the number 2.
Yeah, we already did 2.
Oh no, the Pope's like, who cares?
Oh, nothing.
Pope, I feel like you're the one who should be caring in this situation. Huh.
Pope, what you doing? I'm sad. Oh.
He's a sad Pope. It's because he hasn't listened to Megalovania yet.
Good evening to you both. How are you doing? Which reminds me, I saw a two-tailed fox fly past heading towards the entrance. A friend of yours, would he? He was in a terrible hurry. So, this is before the great butchering of characters. So, different medals will show up at different times of day, so we'll find moon medals during the day and sun medals during the night.
Oh.
If I hold down RT, I do a nice little run. Let's talk to the kid. He has to take a shit.
Oh my god, you're running like you just Oh my god, this child is
Animated. This is certainly an animated character.
In chat, Valen says, I hope Jungle Joyride is not going to have a terrible frame rate.
It should not. It shouldn't. I can't guarantee it. I haven't played more than that one opening stage. But, yeah. So now we can actually explore around this a little bit more.
I like that you just go, like, quad run.
Oh, yeah. This is so... It's so much faster, but it's so much...
That looks a little, yeah, like, you can see how that's harder to control.
Okay, so B button allows me to grab onto stuff. I gotta get kind of good at all of this. Let's just jump into the mission here. So there's 10 sun medals here. I don't remember the amount that we need by the end game, but it's a lot. There's little bonus side missions. And like I said, if we hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, I will do every single DLC mission in this game in one run. I will spend the $30 on DLC. Because they released a ton of DLC.
Tails. Ooh, I like the critters. They're fun. They're cool looking.
Those are more of Dark Gaia's influence, and we're just gonna have to beat them up. Quick, let's go after it. Great. Threatening. So we can punch with X and Y. And we can collect these orbs.
the morbs?
The Morbin orbs that fill up our Unleashed gauge down there.
The Morbin gauge?
it's
jokes write themselves, folks.
Here's the bad guys. Get used to that song. That song's just gonna play a lot. It's gonna be exciting. RB, and we can power up and use Dark Gaia's influence to basically just go crazy with it. So, the big game that this was constantly referenced to was God of War. And I kind of feel it. I like God of War well enough. I mean...
Hey, Revolta, welcome.
Welcome.
It's Morbin time.
Man, we're already at 70 views. Today is wild. So we're gonna want to collect all the gems to get experience. We've already seen them chip. Please don't explain. Yeah. So Artie, what do you think so far?
I think this is pretty solid. I like the different dynamics the different forms have, and this feels more cohesive and like what I want from like if someone said Sonic the Hedgehog game, this is more what I would have expected than what we got out of 06.
That is very fair. I don't blame you. Even though I know not everybody's a fan of the Werehog, I do think this is probably the most ideal looking Sonic game we've gotten. I think Frontiers isn't close behind.
I'm personally like a stupid baby who likes werewolves, so like I love this concept too. I'm like, hee hee, go a woo.
A woo. A woof. A woof, a whoa. And my neighbors have decided to get high in the middle of the day. So, we have, stuff like that, which will give us more EXP.
Oh my god. Just pummeled him.
Oh, yeah, this game gets brutal at times. There's even mechanics to pick up boxes and stuff. We'll see a whole bunch. The battle music, though, has become a bit of a meme. with everything else around it, just because it interrupts the music so much. Like, the soundtrack to this game is glorious.
Yeah.
But all you will remember is running around on all fours, though, while it speeds you up, it also makes the controls just a little bit worse. So sometimes it can be easier to just walk.
Yeah. If it controls better, sure. We're not speedrunning this.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm kinda sorta on a deadline. I'm a little worried that we'll actually go over, and then I'm stuck playing Unleashed when Tears is out. It's why when I was like, I have enough energy to finish Lost World yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
Heck yeah.
So all we gotta do here is climb around, get things. The Werehog stages start out really simple, and eventually they just get really complex. For now, though, I mean, it's
Yeah, they're like early tutorial.
early tutorial levels, which is par for the course. I remember somebody. I've been noticing recently that some people are like, it's not challenging enough. And I'm like, it's early game. Why are you saying it's not hard yet? Like, I'm sorry it's not kicking you in the teeth yet. So the rings with the green energy in them will give you more life.
More morbs.
More morbs. More morbs for your orbs. Oh boy. I knew people were gonna be excited. If you're excited for more Sonic Unleashed, be sure to subscribe, because, like, yee.
We're gonna be continuing this for
Every
a little while.
every week until we beat it, we will be playing Sonic Unleashed.
Yeehaw.
And then Five Nights at Freddy's will begin, like, soon. And then Resident Evil will continue, like, soon. It's gonna be a wild time on the channel in October, I'll tell you that much.
Yee, we're gonna have all the spooky content.
Oh, there's our first little bit of lag. At least that I could see.
Didn't seem too bad on this end, but I could understand, because there's a lot of stuff just like flying around the screen right now.
Oh yeah, it's really minor, but it's there. Anytime there's gonna be a lot of flashing, we just pick up the little guys and throw them. So I'm running a bit low on life. That's gonna definitely be something that we're gonna want to increase.
Sonic, keep your will to live.
Sonic, what are you doing? I'm dying! What? Sonic, what? What's wrong?
Sonic, do you need to talk about it, buddy?
Sonic, what happened? Demons.
Sonic, what happened? Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Game. Like some real blobby dudes.
Sonic Unleashed is a good game, though. I like it. I think it's one of the better Sonic games. I'm hoping that by the end of this, it'll become my favorite again. But Sonic Unleashed actually came out at a really good point in my life for me to really enjoy it. I was 8 years old, my parents were getting divorced, and throwing fights constantly.
So you need like that good video game distraction.
Yeah, and this was the video game distraction. And if it only came out on the HD systems, I would have never experienced it. Because my parents didn't have an HD TV, and the Wii was the most popular thing. So, like, I had a Wii.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like for the longest time, like, we only had the Wii. The Wii was our most modern thing, and eventually, like, my brother and I got, like, 3DSs, but that was about it.
So here we have these...
Mech Burna Blaster says, I like how the dark Gaia goons look way cooler than the same 5 Ilbis.
Oh, yeah, they also do a lot more. And of course we have the Eggman robots. These new-looking egg pawns. I think they look fancy. Looking nice with your upgrades, Eggman. Where'd you get it? The soup store?
There's only soup.
There's only soup. There was never clothes. I really want that to be, like, something that shows up in Sonic, in the new Sonic Prime Netflix series. Just be like, just be like, nice tin cans, Eggman. Where'd you get them? The soup store?
The soup aisle.
The soup
There's
aisle.
only soup.
Who made them? Campbell's?
It must be, because you're certainly a chicken noodle soup.
Oh wait, they're learning. They're progressive.
Progresso.
Why are we buying clothes at the soup store? Why are you not buying clothes at the soup store?
It's only soup.
This is the level of joke.
How old is that joke? I feel like that...
I feel like it's more recent than I want.
I'm at soup was 2015.
Oh
that
my...
was 7 years ago.
Okay, so it was older than I thought. Oh boy.
Because I'm like, that's one of those ones I remember seeing on Tumblr, but I'm like, I don't know how old it is.
Speaking of Tumblr, did you hear they recently allow for not safe for work content again?
No, they don't. If you read the fine print, you're like allowed to show like maybe a titty for like artistic purposes, but everything else is still banned and you can get banned for.
Oh damn.
Right?
All of my Presto art banned.
Instant, because it's not a tasteful boobie.
Sorry, it isn't a tasteful boobie. It's just a really untasteful backsack. Damn. But Artie, how are the fine folks supposed to appreciate the bunny? I got nothing. This is just my joke.
Know.
This is my joke for the day.
I remember when the Tumblr exodus happened. I was at college, my roommate's like, oh my god, thank god, now all this like terrible stuff is off Tumblr, and then like I was like, yeah, I'm leaving Tumblr too, and I just remember like everybody left Tumblr within like a week, and it was awful.
I remember it. I had just joined Twitter, and I was so fucking confused. Like,
it's like, I feel like the shareholder value for Tumblr plummeted by so much money after that. It was just bad. Especially because the system was very flawed and, like, would just detect things that weren't lewd or, like, rowdy or anything. It's like, this is porn. And it was like somebody
Desert.
first date.
Desert. I loved the desert pictures. I thought that was hilarious because it was detecting anything anything in that tan value. So just pictures of the Sahara.
Not safe for work. Not sand for work.
I know when Twitter added their ability to like hide stuff, hide sensitive content. People
that filter is very busted.
Oh yeah, people were tagging more pictures of deserts. It was great. For those who don't know, I have a Twitter at GavinDragonYT. It doesn't have anything inappropriate, so go check it out. That's all I got. We're still playing Sonic Unleashed. Exactly what you guys wanted for this month.
Exactly. Well, almost this month. We're still technically in September for another 2 days.
We're still in September for another, like, 2 days, but it's close enough. It's spooky month. I'm celebrating already.
As soon as it's September 1st, it's Halloween. If people can start putting out Christmas things for sale in August, we can have Halloween starting September 1st. Thank you.
So I've got to just kind of walk super carefully on these bars.
Balance.
And I almost fell. Okay, okay. We've reached the wall.
Valen says, what is Tumblr again? Is that the website where people are always talking about the guy in the Lorax?
No, that was MySpace.
No, that was Tumblr.
No, I know. Let me have my joke, damn it. God. Anyway.
I joined Tumblr after the Lorax scene. Like, that whole incident, I feel like I joined, like, 5 months after that. So I wasn't there for the original, like Tumblr Sexy Man.
Oh, now it's Twitter Sexy Man, though.
No, the Tumblr... Well, it's still called Tumblr Sexy Man, because it's always, like, this weird, like, scraggly dude that, like, no one would expect to be, like, the hot shit, like, sans Undertale. And just, like, it's always just, like, some weird scraggly guy.
Listen, it's not scraggly, it's Spampton.
Yeah, it's Spampton G. Spampton.
Okay, I am struggling to get over the pit.
It's the pits.
So, in this form, we can grab a hold of things. We can also just completely miss the button. Oh boy. We are at 9 likes. Thank you guys for the likes so far. I am still failing to hit buttons. That's that, I guess. Gavin cannot hit buttons. No medals for us.
Rip.
If I remember correctly, that was one of my biggest complaints with this game, was when it saved.
Hmm.
So,
That's
like...
fair. I think saving is, like, one of the most, like, important features a game has, and how well that goes.
If I remember correctly, this opening bit does not save until we finish. Like, all of it.
Oh, jeez. that is rough.
Hey, we got it.
Yay.
You know what? Let's just, it's not, I don't want it to be Tumblr Sexy Man. I just want it to be man.
Just not Tumblr Man or just man?
It is just man. It's that image of a horse.
Oh, man. Good picture.
And that is how you kick out a robot. Hope everybody's having fun thus far. I'm going to be checking the subscriber count in a little bit, because I can do that now that it's not its own separate window.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's almost like there's a benefit to playing on console. Oh boy. So it doesn't care that it's hurting its own things. It just wants to kill us.
Okay.
And it's going to send out whatever it wants to do that. The best bet we got is to just kind of grab the rings. And if we hit, I believe it was RB, we power up.
If we go to Arby's, you get power.
If I go to Artie's, I get power. What?
Ooh.
You're giving away power for free?
Yes.
Shit. I can have control over my life? What?
Alright, I'm not that powerful.
Oh, damn. You're only powerful enough to be a Tumblr sexy man.
I don't have that capability to be that much of a gremlin. Because you have to have just, like, the right amount of, like, chaotic, like, energy. And I think I'm, like, I'm either, like, just short or too much of it. I don't think I have, like, the scraggly man appearance that all the other Tumblr sexy men have.
No, but we're gonna be starting a new Tumblr sexy man contest.
Oh god, not again. This one's to kill, what, King Philip?
Yeah.
God.
This is what all true warriors strive for.
The critical attack.
So, we gotta get all of the things, and then get the gold ring. Because if we don't, yeah.
Not so bad.
It gets spooky.
Ooh.
Ooh, we're at 356! Thank you guys so much to whoever subscribed.
We're glad you're gonna stick around for more Sonic.
I think you could take care of that already?
Oop, yeah, just...
New AI. What the hell? Okay, apparently it's an AI.
69 AI.
Ooh!
They're not even trying to hide what they're up to. For all taste and... How do you AI date? Is this saying that, like, you want to date a computer? Or,
Okay.
like, that it matches you with your Tumblr sexy man?
Alright, here's my assumption.
Among Us.
I believe we just learned the donkey kick. We're just gonna dump a whole bunch more into strength. And another one into strength. And the rest into combat.
Woo.
How do you date an AI? I think you go on to an image generator, and then you just, like, you type in something, you pick the worst one, and then you say you're like, I'm dating this! And you hold up the
Master
image.
pass
What are you
machine.
doing out here?
Yeah, yeah.
Sonic, is that really you?
Maybe it's Omegle or something, I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's a new
Oh my god, those were... Whew.
For me, never
Those were
a dull
days.
moment.
I've never been on Omegle. I got asked about that yesterday if I ever do Omegle, and I'm like, no, I don't ever plan to.
That's
I
Sonic.
did it a long time ago back in the day, and then I did it a bit when during the early pandemic, there was like Furry Omegle nights where everybody went on with the webcams and like in fursuits, and that was fun.
How many people
But
just showed off their dicks?
I know someone who might know something about what's going on.
I
Too-
didn't
too
see
ma-
any when I was doing that
Oh,
one.
really?
Professor Piccolo
Surprising.
No, my experience, the other ones when I used to screw around with it, I was not doing it with like a webcam, I was just doing the text one. The only times I did the webcam was with the fursuit on.
Gotcha.
That's a continent over. And these
Thought
Like,
about
couldn't
it.
get the speakers inside the head, so I had to like shove the like half the headphone into Artie's mouth. I have a photo somewhere of it.
Let's get going.
How you're recording this right now.
Tails. Let's get
It's in my mouth. Or
Do you want to give a rundown of who Boo is, by the way?
so for those of us who don't know, Boo is a candy corn corgi fursuit made by Batitude Studios. She is actually an older fursuit from about 2015. When I first started looking into the furry fandom, I saw some artists I follow. They had this suit. It was kind of passed around their friend group a bit, and it's an adorable suit. I love it. And then last summer, not this past summer, so summer 2021, the artist I was still following was like, hey, I'm thinking of selling the suit, and it was Boo, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like one of my favorite suits. You know, depending price, I'm interested in it. And so I think it was a fair price for, again, Batitude suits are just incredible. I love their stuff. I'd love to get Doomsday 2.0 made by them someday. But so, yeah, I got Boo last fall, and I've been like, yeah, this fall I'm gonna post more Boo stuff, and then I've been so busy moving, I have taken 0 new photos with her. But it's the thought that counts. So she's this fun little candy corn corgi. It's very cute. And yeah, that's who I am in the thumbnail for the Halloween episodes.
Yee. And of course I changed into Presto, because any excuse.
Yeah.
So what we have to do here is match the buttons. These are meant to be a take on the tornado stages from Sonic Adventure 1. There were 2 of them there. There are, I believe, 2 of them here as well.
Ooh. Yeah, Valen says this section is like in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not bad. It's not my preferred way of doing this. But, I'll get used to the buttons this way.
There you go.
Getting there, getting there. It's still so weird. This is gonna mess me up later on. There's a lot of quick time events in this game.
I mean, maybe you could switch the, like, is there a setting menu where you could switch the buttons around?
No, because it's on the Xbox, they assume that you're using just an Xbox controller.
No.
That would be something like if there was a PC port.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just like... Some games let you switch inputs around, but yeah, that makes sense.
Struggling to hit buttons. So our energy up to the right is our shot, and if I mess up, it goes down a little bit, and our shield's on the left. That's our health. And we just kind of have to survive. It's just an auto-scroller. This is not in the Wii version. So...
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of more to talk about, but this game just kind of is. A lot of people have played it, and I totally get it.
It's good.
Yeah. It's good. Yep. That's about it.
It's the good stuff.
Tails, what are you doing? I'm shooting down the planes. That's the wrong plane, Tails.
No.
An aircraft was landed in the water today after a two-tailed fox and his blue freak of a friend ended up destroying the aircraft.
Ruh-roh.
Looks like we've got a
Alrighty.
thing to get by.
This is also before Orbot and Cubot, so we've got Eggman handling with no-name Orbot, basically. Somebody decided to give it a personality after this, and I completely forgot about it until I did a bunch of research. So... Oh, I don't have to focus, by the way. Feel free to just talk.
Button mash the airship.
It's not... but it's like... Simon Says the airship.
Incredible. I was watching one of the more recent the Paranormal Activity movies, and in those movies they always try to like come up with cool ways for like the ghosts to communicate with people. And in that movie they were using one of those the Simon games, the electronic Simon game is how the ghost is communicated. I'm like, this works, but also like, what the hell?
Simon Says green. What? Green.
Green.
Ghost want green.
Just want green, not red button. Because ghosts can see color, unlike hedgehogs.
Unlike hedgehogs. We already
Unlike
determined
hedgehogs.
this. And unlike me, who can't press buttons in time.
But you gotta be able to press things. Your name's Presto.
But
You can only press things with your feet.
what?
Because you're press... Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Jokes.
And this is the thing that's going to kill us the most.
Woo! At least the load times are faster.
Oh, absolutely. The load times are running on an SSD. Because
Ooh.
Xbox One. Or, well, hard drive, but it's still fast. Faster than a disc, I'll say that much. I believe I got this game for...
Go fast.
I believe I got this game for $5. I think it's $20 on the Xbox.
I think paying $20 for this is outrageous.
I mean, it's a
Seems
long...
worth it at least.
It's a long game. It's at least as long as 06, so... This will probably be an 8 or 9 part playthrough. Also, I got scared. I thought the screen just froze up on you guys. I looked
think it's
over.
good on our end.
I looked over and I just see the screen just pause for a second. I got worried.
Everything's clear on my end.
Yeah, it's looking good on my end now too. But I was just like, ugh.
A moment of panic,
Panic! Run!
screaming, crying.
Screaming, crying, capture card, screaming, crying.
Much scream, very cry.
Steady, Sonic. Focus.
Focus! Don't start with me, Tails. This is harder than it looks.
I'd like to see you button mash better, Tails.
I wish it was button mashing. It was button mashing in the original. So here it's Simon Says, and on a timer.
Ugh.
I'm not good at Simon Says when I'm not totally remembering the controls. Didn't sign up for this. Actually, I did sign up for this, but... People expected good gameplay? No.
Nope.
I wish it didn't smell like how it smells in my house right now.
What is that thing?
How, do you want to describe it for the viewers at home?
It smells like weed. It smells like skunk ass because my neighbors are deciding to do weed.
Is that a weed? I'm calling the police.
Yeah, they're doing a something.
Looks like we've got to beat that thing to get by.
Okay. A, B. Come on. As you can see, I don't move the camera in these sections, so it's...
Yay, control.
Steady, Sonic. Focus.
Thank you, game. Okay.
Airship.
Maybe I'll survive.
Only one way to find out.
There we go. Okay. Our first attempt is down. Thank God. If someone could remind me how many of these stages actually show up, that would be wonderful.
Heard the man. Chat.
We're an hour in, so thank you guys so much for watching thus far, and if you're just tuning in, we're far from over. We are just starting. We've made it to Italy, France, great. Italy, France, it's... City Escape.
We've made it to the Pope.
Yes.
Again.
Big Ben. London. There is no Queen of England. Welcome
Not
to,
anymore, there's not. Badoonch.
welcome to Spagonia.
Mamma mia.
Child with square head. I got nothing. All sorts of people are here.
That lady, yeah, they just got square heads. Alright. The level design is really cute.
Oh yeah. The music here, if you could take in this music, it'll make you want pasta. And I just had pasta last night, and now I want pasta.
Never have too much pasta.
I'm telling you, this entire game, I feel like it was just animated by Pixar for these character designs.
And yeah, the character designs are just like unique, but like not. I like them.
They're
like them a
not.
lot.
It's not like bland Disney characters. It's like they exist. It's interesting.
Yeah. They've got character to them.
There were early concept designs where with realistic humans, and they just said, "We don't want to do this."
That's fair.
As you can see, this guy's from America, or the equivalency, with a
boss.
with a flag
Of course
like
it would
that.
be for like a trillion fucking stripes and like 10 stars.
It's like,
AU America.
it's Merca.
That's Merca. Skylar says, how you and Aurora been? And hi Aurora. Hello.
Hi, I'm been alright, existing, trying my best to do this video.
And I've been moving. Well, I've moved, but now I need to unpack everything, which is its own beast.
Straight ahead, beyond the fountain. Woot. Alright. And thus we have a bunch of college kids ruining the... Oh! I just realized why it might not be reading all of my stuff properly. Oh,
Oh,
never
why?
mind. I thought my TV wasn't in game mode.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, my TV recently broke and I've been dealing with this tiny little monitor.
Professor Pickle's been kidnapped?
It was a little bit before the tremors hit.
We had to
So
move
we
Mark's
showed
like
up with
gigantic
a-
TV, and that was like the
Yeah,
most
and a
stressful
whole
thing because I was
pack
so
of
afraid
robots.
like
They
it was
carried
going to
Professor
just
Pickle
like
off,
break.
lab data and all.
But it survived somehow.
Can't be.
That sure sounds like Eggman.
Oh boy.
What a horrible thing.
I remember when we moved down to Kentucky, my TV just decided to break midway through.
He got kidnapped that long ago.
Because my friend who was helping me move said, yeah, just set this on, I'll just set this here. And he set it right on top of the TV.
Oh my god. We had to put, because we had to rent a U-Haul to move Mark's stuff yesterday, which was its own experience.
I'm sure Eggman
And
is
we
feeling
had
hurt.
to load some stuff on top of the TV,
Okay.
but it was on top of
Let's
the
go and
mattress he
find the
had, so it because it had like a good like solid cushion, it didn't. We also only put like boxes of like light boxes of, like bed sheets and stuff on top. But I was genuinely surprised after all that it didn't get wrecked.
Alright, so we found out that the professor got kidnapped.
Oh boy.
And we had to talk to these people to figure out where the professor went to.
He went to Among Us.
What happened to the professor? Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Professor, what's going on? These what? These nuts.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. So some people just don't even know that the professor got kidnapped.
Yeah, rip.
This guy looks like he did it.
Why does everybody know the professor?
Apparently he's just that popular of a guy.
Whew.
Maybe he owes a lot of people money.
Oh my god. Me's gone. He owes me money.
Gone. Skipped town. Kidnapped by a robot person? I don't believe you. You're making shit up.
My leg.
You're pulling my leg, you giant blue hedgehog. Something's fishy in Miziru.
Yeah.
I don't know how a little girl knows that.
Why wouldn't a little girl know that?
I don't know. You know, let's just a little girl knows that there's something fishy an entire continent away. Alright, now we're going to the next place.
Yeehaw.
I know this boss, like, the boss that we're going to fight here in a second, is going to absolutely lag. It lags in every version.
I look forward to it. The village elder. Yeah, dude looks like a village elder. Got that, like, Chad Square jawline.
When you're such a square, they decided, yeah, your name's Elder now.
Elder who?
First name Village, last name Elder.
You get old enough and they change your name based off your location.
Location and what you do.
I am Village.
Ohio nerd.
Oh my god. Some people would take that as an insult.
I take it as exactly what I am.
Ohio?
Ohio, question mark.
Ohio?
Alright. Let me just go over here. And we try to find the professor.
And sure.
Instead, what we're actually going to find is an absolute mess.
Of course.
So all we gotta do here... This is teaching us that there is going to be block-pushing puzzles.
Oh boy.
So guess what we get to do?
Block pushing puzzles.
Zelda.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Zelda, where we move our blocks and we play as Sonic. Artie, you actually missed it yesterday, but we actually did play as Sonic in a Link outfit in Sonic Lost World. And we rescued Yoshi's in that video.
What?
I know.
That's incredible.
And just like that, we have the Savannah Citadel Act One.
How many acts are in this?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest, this stage does not exist on the Wii version. You just fight Eggman.
Huh.
And then you don't come back here until way later on.
Interesting.
Of course, Dark Gaia also influenced the flowers somehow. I couldn't convince the flowers to do shit. Artie, you ever
The
just
flowers
go...
are like, you stinky.
Artie, you ever just go up to your flowers and you're just like, flowers, go do the dishes. You're living here too.
Honestly, at this house, I could, but they probably wouldn't do anything either.
Yeah.
Living here rent-free.
What a bunch of freeloaders. Of course, we just gotta push the block
It's a block party.
onto the switch. And then you have a broken piece of electronic. Congratulations.
Yay.
More combat sections. Somebody once equivalated this entire stretchy arm mechanic with Sonic that it would just be a good idea for a Rystar game. And I'm like, that'd be a great idea, except Sega doesn't remember it has its properties.
Damn.
And I missed. Honestly, after we fight the boss, that'll probably be it for at least today.
Checks out.
But we'll be doing the entire game throughout the month of October, so... And if I don't finish by the time November rolls around, I'm scared. Because then we'll have 2 big Sonic games going at once.
We'll get this stuff done. We got this.
Alright, so we got a puzzle.
You.
We have to take this block, push it onto the platform. I believe on the Wii version you can move these blocks in any which way you want. It'll just be easier from certain angles. But here we have to
grab this side.
Here we have to play Zelda like we know how to play Zelda.
What are we, gamers?
Not me, just you.
Yeah. Some would beg to differ.
You can't be a gamer, I'm a girl! Oh, wait, I messed up.
Yeah.
I think. Unless there's another block. Yeah, I messed up.
No, no.
Oh boy. Funny werehog go burr.
Puzzle go burr.
How's the chat holding up? How's the 5 people watching?
You enjoying the funny werehog go morb?
Go morb. Funny hedgehog go mrob. Seems like my roommate is. Alright, and across the bridge we go. This, I feel like that bridge should just totally collapse.
Yeah, I don't think that could hold that gigantic block.
Sonic, what happened to your legs? Bridge. Sonic, what are you doing over there? Werehog.
What if Sonic was real?
What if Squid Game?
What if Squid Game was real?
What if Squid Game morbed itself into existence?
Oh god. Well, didn't, like, Mr. Beast or something, like, actually make a real-life Squid Game, which was so not the message of that TV show?
I have no idea. I don't follow YouTube celebrities that much.
I only know this because, like, when it went down, everyone's like, this is such a bad idea, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean it's a bad idea? If the internet says it, it must be real.
Oh my god. You think people would do that? Just go and tell lies on the internet?
Okay, so now we're going in that territory. Got it. So Sonic destroys the wildlife. This is not how things started, but it's how things are going.
Checks out. He's like, I'm angry now. Time to destroy the environment.
Oh. So we gotta pick up this guy. And press Y to throw him. That allows us to get up here to get this token and continue forward. If I'm lucky.
If you're lucky.
Like I said, this is all new to me. Like, this stage doesn't even exist in the Wii version. I kind of prefer the Wii version's pacing. It's a little better.
Like exploring the world, I think that's neat.
Oh, it's super cool. It's just the Wii version, you kind of go from stage to stage. You don't have to worry about the medals. You don't have to worry about, you know, talking to a million people because it's all on one menu. You just kind of go from icon to icon that's flashing.
Mm-hmm.
The game just flows a little better, but I mean, it's all pure preference. And I let people vote, so I mean, like, I can't.
Yeah, people subbed.
People said, we want to play Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
But we want you to play our version of Unleashed. So, I mean, like... Wait a minute. What? Cat lost confusion.
The shrug? Question mark?
What do you mean you've never played Sonic Unleashed before? At least not this version. God, they're so amateur! Like, almost like they don't know what they're doing. Gah!
No, you're just acting like an IGN game reviewer.
Honestly, I feel like at times my skill at video games. No, I'm too good at Sonic games. They'll catch on for sure.
Oh my god.
That's like one of the pre-qualifications for working at IGN. You gotta hate Sonic games. So these poles, you just kind of go around on them. The whole gimmick here is just learn to use your grab button.
Grabby?
Learn to use your hands. Learn to wash your hands. The video
Wash
game.
your fingers.
Wash your fingies. Oh, thanks, Sonic. That was definitely what we were aiming for. Wash Your Werehogs, Part 2.
I'm clean.
You mean to tell me I'm gonna have to play Sonic Unleashed twice? What?
You telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
You telling me John Wing Agacy?
You telling me Squid Game?
Every day. Non-stop.
Squid Game. The Among Us skins for Squid Game.
I mean, we were pretty... they were looking pretty sus. Ah, that was tricky. So if we fall here, it's just kind of dead, so...
Gotta not do that, then. Just keep hugging that pole.
Sonic's a pole dancer? When did they change the lore?
Retro.
Retro, Gavin's gonna have to do another video.
Oh god.
Honestly, though, I feel like if you were hugged by Werehog Sonic, it'd just be like being hugged by a person in a fursuit.
But, like, I feel like even, like, fluffier than a standard fursuit. He looks, like, incredibly fluffy.
Mistimed it. Oh well. Right button, wrong timing. Oh boy.
Whoop.
That's gonna be a running theme for this game, I'm sure. Yeah, he hit the button. A little bit too late.
Did you, though?
No, I'm not even playing this game. Secretly, this is all a pre-recorded fabrication. You could tell because I'm running in circles now, and I'm telling you that.
Ooh, future.
Ooh, you can hear the controller clickety-clack as Sonic jitters around the screen. Clearly, it's fake. Nobody has ever played Sonic Unleashed. Gosh. It was all that animated short, right? Sonic Underground, I think? I don't get it.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Enough of me being a dipshit.
Fun dip.
Fondue.
Yeet.
How do you do, madam? Today we are going to be having fondue.
My family only has fondue on New Year's Eve.
I've never had fondue.
It's alright. I'm not a fan of, like, the type of cheese you have to put in it. I'm selective about my cheese types.
I like cheese, so... Although, recently I had a salad with blue cheese, and for some ungodly reason, the cheese that they put in... For some reason, the blue cheese that they chose was god-awful.
Yeah.
Like, I had to stop eating the salad and just sit, because it was like, this is not good.
Oof.
I don't know why it's not good, but something is wrong here. I don't know whether the blue cheese went bad or it sat too long, but I did not finish my salad. I just gave it to my boyfriend, and he was just like, it's okay. I'm like... It's like, that's nice. Because I like...
For me.
I'm like, I like blue cheese, but still.
Yeah.
Something about that one was just... wrong.
Did not vibe.
You telling me you didn't pass the vibe check? It's pretty cringe.
That blue cheese did not.
It's pretty cringe, bro.
Posting cringe, you're gonna lose subscriber.
Oh no, he's playing Sonic Unleashed. He's totally gonna lose subscriber. Wait, we've already been over this. You can't play Sonic Unleashed.
Because it's not real.
Never
Just
was.
like Morbius.
No, didn't happen.
Has ceased to exist.
I hope people have been enjoying this so far. Artie, have you been enjoying this so far? Because I
Yeah, I think this is like a solid game. I'm really enjoying it, and not like painful enjoying it like 06 was.
But 06 was the best video game.
It certainly was video.
Definitely game.
What all true gamers strive for.
Oh, darn it. He hit. And just like that, I died. Oh, and there goes my desk.
It's just like, oh.
Desk said no. Oh, and we're all the way back here, of course.
Of course.
There we go. Oh man, I am so hungry right now.
I feel you. It's the morbid energy makes me hungry.
For those just watching, YouTube is a bit of my job, but I am not at the criteria yet to be partnered and paid for it. So there's a PayPal link in the description below if you'd like to get us food.
Somebody feed this cat.
Like, damn, meow. Somebody feed this cat. Meow?
Meow.
I'm gonna grab that 10 ring, because only the big rings heal you.
Huh. Because you got a big appetite.
Sonic gotten fat. He needs big onion ring to sustain himself. Maybe this is the video that should have had the inflation pun.
Oh my god.
I mean, did you read the new Super Mario Brothers title?
I did. I saw that in the group chat. I was like,
Oh man, money jokes are great.
Wow.
Even when they're as dumb as that. So many people were like, "It's a furry video," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's part of the joke."
Womp. Hey, at least it wasn't Subway Spyro.
I shouldn't ask, should I?
Have I not explained Subway Spyro before?
Question?
I won't. Nobody look up Subway Spyro.
I'm going to have to now after the end of the stream.
You're gonna not have a good time. I'm warning you now.
That's fair.
It's like you're gonna have a bad time, bro.
Alright. We get to use the unleashed gauge again and hopefully not die this time.
Yee.
Nope, I'm just destroying it because there's no point in me failing it and losing another life. Oh boy. Oh, and we still got an A rank. What?
Hey.
Alright, let's go ahead and... dump some more into life, and the rest into combat. Egg Scrambler, okay. Summon to strength.
Ooh.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Boy.
And just like that, we have
Professor Pickle!
saved Professor Pickle.
Wait, we got here as fast as we could.
Yeah.
Professor?
Got here as fast as we
How
could.
dare they call this culinary concoction food? Look here, do you see this sorry
Did you,
excuse
though?
for a sandwich? The bread should be no less than 3/4 of an inch thick. Upon it, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and a pinch of black pepper. The contents, fresh cucumber, sliced thinly, if you please. Am I quite right, Tails?
I know I learned something here today.
Professor, it's good to see you haven't changed.
But tell me, what
Something
menu
here
is it?
today.
The menu is hardly worth the
Oops.
trip, if you ask me.
No, Professor.
Oh my god, yeah, that guy certainly is a Professor Pickle. Ooh, buddy.
How rude of me. Right then, first things first. It's about time someone taught the chef here how to make a proper sandwich.
You can file a complaint later, Professor.
Let's get out of here before Eggman's welcoming committee shows up.
He just kind of thought he was on vacation.
But let us be sure to collect the contents
A
of
nice
that bowl
relaxing
before
trip in the
departing.
tube.
Stretchy.
Yeah.
He don't chuckle anymore.
Notices your stretch.
Sonic doesn't chuckle anymore.
Those documents
Good.
are
He's turned into
all
Knuckles.
surviving this crisis. Let's
Knuckle,
go.
no chuckle.
There's no time to lose. I'm half starved after being fed nothing but those terrible sandwiches.
Want some chocolate, Professor?
My. Don't mind if I do.
Just steals the chocolate.
Yoink.
I believe that chocolate bar actually gets eaten throughout the entire game.
Excellent. Top tier game
These
design.
documents are known as
10
the
out of
Gaia
10.
manuscripts. They tell the legend of a disaster that befell our planet some tens of thousands of years ago.
Cutscene.
Disaster.
Oh,
Quite. And according
Boy, oh
to the
boy,
legend,
more.
thousands of years ago. A
this is the
disaster.
first time the planet has been broken apart.
So many cutscenes.
The cause lies at the very core of the planet. All the phenomena we've witnessed are the direct result of one creature. The hyper-energy organism spawned at the planet's core, Dark Gaia.
So how do we stop this Dark Gaia and put the world back together?
Luckily, Dark Gaia has yet to be fully reborn. We most likely have Dr. Eggman's premature wake-up call to thank for that.
Oh boy, I'm being
If we act
asked a
now,
question,
we may
and I
be
need to
able
answer.
restore the planet by
But I also have to
Professor
wait.
Pickle is talking.
Damn!
Professor Pickle is talking. You can't make him wait. He's Professor. Oh my god, Chaos Emerald.
Dead Chaos Emerald.
Restore the Chaos Emeralds, and in turn,
Halloween.
the Chaos Emeralds will restore the planet and help it heal naturally.
So, we need to restore the Chaos Emeralds to fix the Earth. That's basically all you need to know. That's the gist of it.
Checks out.
Kick the crap out of that guy. Steal a medal, you know, as you do.
Thievery.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to cook after this. I'm just really hungry now.
Pizza time. Mamma mia.
So now that we've been... Now that we've been back here, we have to leave again.
Oh boy. Sonic's Globetrotting Adventure.
Mm-hmm. This time we actually get to see the Earth and what it looks like.
Ooh. Looks like stressful. I made you this world map. Tails, this is inaccurate. There's not enough fire and chaos.
Tails, where's all the timeline shenanigans?
Tails, where's Silver?
So, I believe somebody did the... somebody did all of the math on this. This would, like... This would kill everybody on the planet, like, instantly.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there is no way this could realistically happen and not everybody, like, explode with it. Like, instantly.
So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, though. However, we can also make time pass. So now it's daytime. And we want to go here to do our final boss for today's episode. But of course, next week we'll continue this. Which I have to keep reiterating because a lot of people don't realize that every series on this channel is weekly and not every single day.
Yeah, thank God Village Elder's back.
Hey, look! It's...
Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh God,
It's
Santa has come to save us.
It's Jim Carrey and Dr. Stone. So that little white robot...
Goodness.
I love the little white robot that just starts laughing at him.
Oh my God.
It has never been given a name. It's like an early Orbot without a personality. I just want to call it Dr. Stone because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yo, Eggman! Thanks for that little skydiving
Fitting.
adventure the other day.
I should have known you'd still be alive, you stubborn little hedgehog.
What are you doing out here?
I see no
You
reason.
shouldn't still be alive.
In any case, I'm busy. Farewell.
So
None
Eggman...
of you guys should be alive if the Earth exploded. Jeez.
That's playing dirty. Come back.
So Eggman just is like, alright, later.
Is everyone here all right?
Bye, bitch.
And then we're gonna have to chase him. So we're looking for a Gaia temple. And all we gotta do is just talk to these people, and eventually they'll give me some idea. I wish I didn't have to do this every single time, but you do.
We must converse.
And away we go. Sonic's got a good amount of speed in this game. Like, it just feels good. It feels good to play as Sonic, and that's not something that I can say for every Sonic game, which is really strange. Especially because I know that going forward into Frontiers, things might start to feel a little bit even better than this. So if I don't finish this by the time Frontiers comes out, this might just become the most jarring Sonic game to ever play.
Damn.
And of course we now have the Act 1 for the daytime level. Or would it be considered Act 2?
I don't know.
Here we
I got nothing.
go!
It's a mystery.
Mystery to me as well. So with the with the lower triggers, we can actually drift. This is something that's been taken away from Sonic in a few of its more recent adventures, which has been a real shame because it's made it harder to control Sonic on those tight turns.
Interesting.
Yeah, things like Forces took it out. So,
Dang.
couldn't tell you why other than easier to program, but... Also, for some reason, somebody has pointed this out before, and someone's probably going to in the comments, the music chosen here sounds a lot like one of the Master System songs from one of the earlier Sonic games.
Interesting.
That apparently was not done on purpose, and they didn't realize when they did it. One person even tried to deny it. But I mean, it sounds exactly like it, so I got nothing. They just crazy.
They be wildin'.
They be Nick Wild. Trying to get as much of this as possible. So, if you've seen the VHS tapes and CDs and vinyl discs laying all over the place, those are exactly what you'd think. They give you like little concept arts and music.
Oh, fun.
And cutscenes that you can check out, even early cutscenes as well.
Neat.
The wall running here is fairly good, just because you have that quick step. All in all, this game feels phenomenal. And just the way this looks, like, I can't...
Yeah, it looks like how you would, like if you ask someone what they would expect from a Sonic the Hedgehog game, like, I feel like this is what I would want to expect.
What's upsetting is the how far down it gets downgraded after this game.
Yeah, because I'm like, this came out, someone said like 2008.
And, like, just compare it to Forces.
Ugh.
It's night and day. Oh, darn it. Oh well. No top path for me. Just not that good.
Ripperoni.
Ripperoni, rice-a-roni. I am so used to more modern Sonic games. I just hit the, tried to hit the A button to do a homing attack. So now I'm kind of in between. Do I want the A button to be the homing... Do I want it to be, like, just tap the jump button to do the homing attack in Frontiers, or do I want it on a different button?
I want the same but different.
I want it to constantly fight me and feel like a chimichanga just hit the bottom of my stomach.
Woof.
Imagine if the next Sonic movie just looked like this. The entire movie was just animated. With
Definitely surprise them folks.
With, like, zero reasoning behind it, just... all of a sudden it's animated!
Mm-hmm.
Just get another just get... still live-action Jim Carrey, but the rest of the movie is... everybody else is animated, the scenery, absolutely everything.
That would be hysterical.
I mean, they call him a cartoon character all the time, so...
True.
Oh boy. Somebody just messaged me and said, that game's actually really good. I'm like, I'm playing it.
Yeah.
And here's our here's our first boss for the for today, our final boss for this episode.
Oh boy.
This is also a part where this game decides it wants to lag.
Because of course.
Okay.
Behold my new power, Egg Beetle, go!
So this is the Egg Beetle. I like this boss.
Pig Beetle go.
This was the first boss to really make me feel like, ah, yes, Sonic Team has really learned from everything.
My Egg Beetle's claws will tear you to shreds! Are you fast enough to dodge,
Design too.
We can do a boost into him, we can homing attack into him. Once he's on the ground, just boost away.
Yeehaw.
You can just kind of throw him around like he's nothing else.
Old ragdoll.
Maybe. That depends, Eggman. Are you fast enough to watch me dodge that?
Ooh, super.
That one's always a little tricky. Well, just as before, when I said Dimps did all the modern stuff, this was probably an iteration, all of the daytime levels and designing for that. I feel like they specifically did this to be like, yeah, we've learned from Sonic Rush, we've learned from everything else that's come out.
We've learned our lesson.
We've learned our lesson from the past bosses we've designed. Most people at the time didn't even realize that Sonic Team had outsourced. They thought just Sonic Team had made the whole thing. Which they probably had a hand in all of it, but this was very clearly done by Dimps. Not because it's bad, just because it's the one part of the game that doesn't change between the Wii and PS2 versions, which were solely designed by Dimps.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you fight the same bosses and everything. Which you'd expect, right? Like it's just a Wii version of the game.
Yeah.
But even still.
Same as ever, all bark and no bite. Not bad.
So let's go ahead and get to the finish up with the cutscene here.
Woo.
Alrighty.
Is that the Temple of Gaia?
Let's check it out.
And just like that, we have reached our first Temple of Gaia. I think there's one more cutscene. Yes.
What is this place?
So this was where the Chaos Emeralds were created or given power.
Right in the middle.
Ooh.
That's never fully explained. But this is what's going to put the Earth back together.
This hole.
Glue.
There could be some kind of...
Whoa! What? Hey!
So Chip just stuck his hand in a hole and got scared. I mean, like anyone would.
Checks out.
Huh? What's that?
Put it in the hole, Sonic.
And we've officially recharged our first emerald.
Woo!
I think that's pretty good. Introduced to the game, introduced to the concepts here,
Yeah.
and one Chaos Emerald. And just like that, the first hunk of the Earth back to the core.
Yeah, 'cause gravity does not work that way.
No, it doesn't, but it's magic and it's a hedgehog, so I'm just not going to question it.
Yeah, good call.
Magic hedgehogs, shrug. I believe tomorrow's episode is going to be New Super Mario Bros. U, so
All right. Nice job.
Oh boy.
should be a busy, busy time for me.
It'll be certainly an adventure.
A world adventure. Eh! Oh man. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about, but Sonic Unleashed is really just one of those, it's a good game. I play it,
Yeah.
it game. But it requires a lot of focus in certain areas where I'm like, okay. Of course the achievements just says still broken. Okay. Return to the world map. We've saved one part of the world.
Ooh.
We have saved. We will continue this next week. Artie, would you like to do the honors of the ending?
Sure. Well, thank you all for joining us for episode 1. We're so glad you came for the Morbin time. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like. It's very appreciated. We love them. Gimme.
Yee.
In the description, there are links to Gavin's PayPal to donate to feed that cat. There's also links to the Discord, the Twitter, the Telegram channel, and more.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT, and once this video gets done processing, there will be 2 videos up on the screen. I've been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and good night, everybody.
Bye.